And we're back here in AR for the last day of AR for this week, and I finally get to show you guys my Lara Shell team. So this is what I swapped out my Gale Force team for. I barely ever used my Gale Force team. I think you guys saw me use it like twice maybe in the entire history of my YouTube channel. So unfortunately it just wasn't very good, and I've mentioned many times before that I struggle against red units. What do you know, we got a whole team that is basically full of red units plus Alm and Yoon. So this is what I've done. I made a Lara Shell. I mean, I already had a Lara Shell at +10, but I didn't really use her anywhere except in Abyssal content, like the one I uploaded yesterday. So yeah, I've finally given her a purpose in my light team. She's basically a hit and run kind of unit, and that's exactly how we're going to be playing her today. So the first thing that we have to do is get rid of this Panic Mana, because obviously Panic is not the friend of a Blade Tome Mage. Duo Hector's here as well because he gives buffs, and he has his duo skill. I don't really need to explain to you why that's good. So we'll go ahead and get the Panic Mana. The next thing we need to do is get this Aether Pot. That's the only one we need technically, so I don't need to bother getting that one. Should be all fine. Let's see. So we're probably going to need like one more turn to set up. Yeah, I think we're going to need one more turn to set up. The timing on this map doesn't matter because I'm not really using the Bolt Tower since I have a Blade Tome. Should be more than enough. Looks like I'm getting Chill Speeded from you and Chill Res from probably you. Yeah, that's fine. I think we should still have enough damage for sure, and even if we don't, that's what Hector's here for basically. Okay, so setting up for next turn. I think we'll go ahead and do a little something like this to make sure that Peony is out of the way of any potential grab traps, shenanigans. And now I think we begin in earnest. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to smite onto this tile with our good old friend Hector. And we're going to kill the Eliwood. So that is the real one, as you'd expect. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. He has lull attack def. Apparently I am not fast enough to double this man. Well, how much do I... Oh, 20? Really? Actually, you know what? We can still do this. That's what Hector's here for, baby. Duo skill. Activate. Peony boost. Activate. And now we win. Yay. That's what Hector's here for, baby. Although, I guess looking at it now, Lara Shell would have doubled with Peony, so it was kind of unnecessary to do that. I wonder if that'll bite me in the butt later. Anyway. The rest of his team is pretty standard, so we don't need to pay attention to it. We just killed Eliwood, who's the scariest member. Now all we need to do is kill Alm. Technically Micaiah has Wings of Mercy, so she can do some, like, you know, shenanigans, but because there's no rallies or anything, she should straight up attack Lara Shell. And I know that she's cavalry effective, but I already did the calcs, and she does not get the kill when I'm at 36 HP, so I should be just fine. 6 damage, yeah. I don't even know what I was scared of. Didn't even need to do the calcs on that one. Watch this, indeed. So there's no more like movement shenanigans on any of these guys. Alright, here comes Lissy. Not quite without my buffs, not quite.
Yes, father. I see.
Although I do kill Sothis. I kill Yoon as well. That's interesting. It's turn 5.
Here I go.
Would love to kill like any of them right now. Technically can kill all of them. If I had like multiple dances, if I had 2 peonies, then I could do this and then dance twice and just win the game. But I decided to go with an air because doubling units might be hard sometimes, and also it's just more score. Let's see here. I'm thinking the optimal play might just be to retreat for a turn.
Here I go.
I think that might just be what we end up doing. Let them come towards me for a bit,
Death's caress. Good morning.
and we will fix them right up next turn. Okay, that's fine too. Well, that's not so fine. Smite from Hector would fix that though.
Dashing.
Indeed. And that pretty much leaves next turn as a cleanup. So I think we'll go ahead and do that. Just double checking all my movements and stuff. There goes a lot of damage from you, and we'll heal off 10 of that next turn. But I think we'll still be in desperation range. Not that it'll probably end up mattering.
Maybe.
Go ahead and do this. Can repo Hector out of the way.
Yes.
A little something like this going on. Okay, that is really annoying.
Yes. Dashing.
But I think with Wings of Mercy active, we should be able to go ahead and get the Lysithea. I'm pretty sure at least, or at least I hope so.
I cannot abide.
I hope so. I think we'll be in Wings range after the Fury damage. Indeed we are.
Ready.
And I think that Savage Blow might just have sealed the deal as well.
I see.
Ah no, looks like we still do plenty of damage even though she has lull speed res. Alright, so that's going to be my first showcase of my La Rochelle. Again, I don't need both pots since it's the last day of the week. I only need the one. There we go. So obviously I still need to get used to playing with her, and she would technically be more optimal with 2 peonies, which I'll probably consider playing around with at some point. But for now, looks like she's doing well. I just need to get my eye on that team. I think 2 peonies is optimal for like a hit and run kind of team like that. But the score hit, it's like 2 points per double up match, but it still makes me feel bad. So I'm not quite there yet, but we'll see, Anyway, I'll take a quick break right here. That was a random match I forgot to add, not one of my rematches. I think I'm going to take a rematch for the last one. We'll try one of our rematches. So I'll take a quick break right here, and we'll come back in the second game. So we're here at what I hope is the last match of the week, although it might not be. If you can't tell by the layout, this is indeed an Infantry Pulse team with a bonus unit here, just for the blessing support, I suppose. So this is the first guy who fought me in the week, and he's the only guy to have made me lose lift so far. Fortunately, that means it's not going to be a perfect week, no matter the outcome of this match, but even if we do lose here, I do have 4 ladders left still. So we'll be absolutely peachy to go and fight someone else or something else. So looking at this map, he's got some pretty cool units. We have a +10 Death Blow for Swift Sparrow to Klein here with his Argent Bow. We have a Ninian, who is very common on IP teams because of her low attack. We have a +10 Lilina with triple Death Blow. That's pretty nuts. That is a lot of damage. We have a +7 Brunya with lull attack speed. She's honestly the danger unit right here. If I'm gonna die to any unit, I bet it'd be her. She has Hardy Bearing as well, if that wasn't enough. Then we have this +10 Libra with Dull Close DC and Flashing Blade with Glacies. And then we have the Yun, who is the kind of the bait unit, I suppose, since she's on the preview and she's like really sort of suboptimally built. Everyone else here is pretty damn strong though, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm not fully confident. I think Brunya might be the run ender here, but we're just gonna have to see exactly what happens. There's no rallies or any shenanigans like that. Obviously Brunya doesn't care about my Aversa debuffs though, which is kind of a problem. Aversa is here as well. I replaced Air, not because I think Aversa is better support, but because Aversa is actually capable of soaking Bright Shrine from my Pala, which is really important in cases like this where I literally can't reach the Bright Shrine no matter what I do. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to wait for Bolt Tower turn because of the Dull Close, I'm not actually confident that I kill this Libra in one round with my Pala, even though she looks really buff right now. Yeah, I'm just not confident. I'm also getting, looks like chill res and chill defense from Klein, and someone else here had a chill, didn't they? Yeah, you have chill def. Where's the chill? Oh, right, Lelina. Lelina has chill res. So unfortunately, Aversa, even at plus 10, is just not capable of soaking the Dark Shrine from Palo or any of the other shrines. I think Air can probably soak like chill res, but yeah, that's about it. So that is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? So we're gonna have to just see what happens here on Bolt Tower turn. I'm honestly not super confident, but we're gonna give it a good old-fashioned try, and we'll see what happens. All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
Ready.
Do that. We'll dance. We'll get you out of here.
So big and
And then we'll smite up onto the trap. Of course, that's the real one. Why wouldn't it be?
Here we go.
And we'll go ahead and smack Libra here, which also results in all of their specials going down by 1. So there we go. Now, we just have to wait and see what happens. I would hope that Brunya was like on this side so that she could take the 30 damage, 35. His healing tower is only level 1, so these guys are not going to heal by very much. Would be the optimal scenario, I think, but alas, not much I can really do. What I can do though is I can do a big brain play here and get double peony support for that extra attack and speed. Might end up being necessary, who knows. We're just gonna have to see what happens. I'd imagine Brunya will attack first, to be honest. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Oh boy, that is a lot of damage. Not quite a 2-hit KO though. And of course she doesn't get her special. Yoon will come next. I'll just vantage that down. Get a bit of extra healing in. Ninian's actually going to straight up attack. That is completely optimal. That's exactly what I want. And that's why Pala makes a pretty decent tank, to be honest. Because blue dancers, which I think are usually the most common, you know, Euro Zeros and Ninians, they tend to attack her. They do. Alright, here comes Klein. I'm unfortunately not in vantage range right now. That would have been a straight up kill if I was. But I'm going to heal a decent bit from that, and I think I should one-shot the Lelina. Oh, barely. That was close. Without the double peony support, I would not have one-shot that Lelina. That is crazy. That is very, very crazy.
Yes.
Okay, this match isn't over though. The Brunya does have close counter. That's quite concerning.
Here we go.
She is very strong.
Good morning.
I'm thinking of something cheeky. I'm thinking we can box her in. I just don't know how much
Ready.
that actually helps. I just don't know how much that actually helps.
Here to play.
I think Aversa probably does okay, although with that low attack speed,
Here to play.
she's also very far away. Yeah, this Brunya is a problem.
Yes.
I'm just not healthy enough, and obviously I don't really have anywhere to heal without air.
Good morning.
Means that we might be looking at
Maybe.
Peony
ready.
taking on
Onward.
the Brunya, at least for 1 round.
Good morning.
I'm sure Peony does not die. 46 plus 17. Yeah, she definitely doesn't die.
Ready.
And you, I need to keep in mind you ignore your debuffs, so you are actually at 43 speed right now,
Maybe this way.
which is rather concerning because of the Fimbulvetter effect. Low
Good
attack
morning.
speed means I can't get any higher. Why am I being debuffed by speed again?
Ready. Here we go.
Alright, I think we're just gonna retreat. I think we're gonna retreat for a turn. You know, in fact, I have two
Yes.
lightning traps here.
Onward.
I think we'll test one. Okay, that was fake.
Good morning.
So we know the other one's real. That's actually pretty good knowledge.
Maybe this way.
That's actually pretty good to know.
Here we go.
I think we'll go ahead and move like this.
Certainly. So big and strong.
We don't need any pots, of course, because it's the last match of the week.
Yes.
Oh wow, we don't actually get doubled this time.
Onward.
Wonder why that is. Alright, well I guess we go ahead and take this damage while we can get it. With double peony support, that should be a kill. In fact, we can guarantee the kill by doing a little something like this, because we know this is the real one. We can get that extra damage. 20 damage.
Good morning.
Can't get the kill with peony, but we can get the kill
Here we
with
go.
Pala. There we go. Nice little takedown of a pretty sweet infantry pulse team, to be honest. A few units there that are rather uncommon. I do like Klein. I think Klein is kind of underutilized, to be honest. I think he's a pretty damn good unit. And Bronya, of course, is very, very strong. Low attack speed makes her ridiculously tanky. So yeah, that was a pretty cool team, but it is no match for my Palar. Alright. As far as defenses go this week, we've been pretty much completely successful. The only match we lost was the first one in the week, which is very typical. I think I've mentioned before that I usually lose the first match of the week, and then from then on I'm usually fairly successful. This week is no different from that pattern. Pretty much successful every time. All the other failures you see are fishing matches, but I opted not to take any of them because I didn't really feel like I needed to. Technically I'm not immune right now though, so there is room for me to be hit one more time this week, but at worst it'll be a -39, so I'll still be safely in tier 27. I was gonna say I'd very almost be still at like 13,500 score as well, but just barely below that, unfortunately. But that's if I actually lose. Of course, being in tier 27 now, I'm probably only going to get good players attacking me, so I'm guessing I might end up losing that. Or I could just not get hit. You never know. You never know. Could be lucky. Either way, all that kind of stuff doesn't really matter, because rewards-wise we're in tier 27, and our defense rewards are max as well. The only thing that could fall is our rank. I usually do land within the top 1k though, so I think we'll be completely fine. Anyway, I've been rambling on for like 2.5 minutes at this point. That'll be it for this week. Sorry about the lack of uploads this week. This week has just been really, really easy. I had a bunch of like 2-minute Fae press end turn matches that I just thought were not interesting at all, and I could not be bothered to upload them. Hopefully that changes going into Astra. Astra is traditionally a lot more difficult. But yeah, that's going to be it for this week. So I hope you guys had success in your AR, and I will catch you in the next game. Until then.